Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So I've been watching other people's videos and haven't really been sort of uploading videos that I've taken over the past week or so. Just very stressful at the moment in the house, workmen not turning up, etc. and boxes of stuff everywhere. So, yeah, I haven't been doing my normal sort of checking on my plants, particularly in the grow tent. My grow tent is in the rear living room. Lots of stuff piled up in there as well. So I haven't been sort of going in, checking to see if plants needed watering or if there was any plants that were dying, you know, just checking for pests and stuff like that. And I went in, oh gosh, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, Monday. Monday evening, I went to check on the plants and complete darkness. These plants probably had been sat in darkness for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, when normally I would have checked on them. And for those of you who follow my channel and have seen the grow tent, it's where I usually keep my young seedlings. I get things germinated, well, tropical plants get germinated in there. And I keep my Piper nigrum, the one that I brought from Bangladesh recently, well, a few months ago. Yeah, so this is what's happened. This here is the light that, you know, hangs above them, and it wasn't just a question of there was no power. There were some of the lights, because these are sort of a red, purple and white light system. And the plants seemed very happy under this light. And yeah, some of the lights weren't, you know, glowing, should I say. So, yeah, I don't know what, I'm not an expert with these things. I've had it a few years, this, so I don't have the guarantee or anything like that on it. Yeah, so I've ordered a new one from Amazon. I don't think it will be exactly the same as this. I couldn't find the exact one, even putting the model number in. So yeah, here are my grow tent plants. They're under this grow light, which they have to share with all these others for the time being. They're still in the tray, which is not plugged in. So this is a propagator tray. Gosh, I think I got this from Aldi's back in 2004. Yeah, a long time ago. It's got a big crack in it, but it still provides bottom heat. I haven't plugged it in here though. I think, you know, most of the things that have germinated are popped up now. So let's see what we've got in here. So first of all, I've got my Piper nigrum that I got from Bangladesh. For those of you who don't know, Piper nigrum is the peppercorn plant, what you get black pepper from. And so this is one of 2 plants. The other plant unfortunately didn't make it. It's got new leaf coming out there. So the experiment was to keep this in the grow tent from day one, basically, of bringing it here and see how it got on. So it's not been doing bad, you know, it's putting out new leaves. So that's a Piper nigrum. I've got another Piper nigrum that I got from Bangladesh back in 2018, and unfortunately that's outside. Zero place to keep it. It should be in my kitchen, that's where it was before, but the kitchen, forever, work is never ending in the kitchens, and I've got builders that have not turned up So, yeah, very stressful. I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't been checking on my grow tent, doing my routine, checks on my plants. So it's been a bit stressful. So what have I got in this tray here? So I've got a philodendron micans that had gone a bit scraggly. So I cut it into many different cuttings and it has rooted. So it could go back on the shelf. I'll leave it a little bit longer. I've got my sapodilla seedlings. These are from sapodilla fruit that I ate in Bangladesh, and I kept the seeds and then they germinated. First time I've got sapodilla to germinate ever, I've tried many times, and I think it was because I kept the seeds fresh from the fruit, and the fruit wasn't refrigerated, it hadn't been stored in a cool place. So that's that's a good thing. And this is Caesalpinia. I think Brett Lyons has got one of these, maybe a different variety, but peacock flower, the peacock flower plant. And I did a swap with a guy who lives near Old Trafford Cricket Ground, and he housebound basically, so I had to go up there and swap one of these seedlings for this. And he's in my Facebook group, UK Tropical Plant Growers. So for those of you who are in the UK or on Facebook, I have a group called UK Tropical Plant Growers. We have, I think, around about 11k members. So if you want to join that and you're a plant grower of tropical plants, then, get yourself joined up. These are my newly sprouted jackfruit. So a couple of months ago, not a couple of months, probably about 6 weeks ago, I visited a lady, a Bangladeshi lady who was growing lots of Bangladeshi vegetables, and I was trying to collate all the information about how she got started. She gave me some jackfruit to eat. So I kept the seeds of that jackfruit, and I gave a couple away to someone who's growing all kinds of tropical fruit plants in his house. And I think he'd mentioned he'd like to grow jackfruit, but there weren't many shops in his area that you could buy jackfruit from. So I sent him the seeds, and his have germinated. And I've got these two nice tall ones, and then I've got this little one. This one sprouted in my outside greenhouse where I've got my Zara lemon cuttings, the ones I got from London. So I spotted that in there and I brought it inside now. So it's not as big as the others, but it's sprouted nonetheless. And down here, in this tub, I actually had planted some guava, Pakistani guava seeds. And I also planted some Zara lemon seeds in here. And I think these are mainly Zara lemon. See that white one there? That sprouted during the dark, when it was dark in the grow tents. That has popped up because I saw these before that. And so that's the result of not having any light. It's popped up and completely white. So these are Zara, Citrus Medica. Lots of them popping up. And usually they don't have a problem with growing these, but it's the winter period that seems to let these Zaras down. The winter period, they get spider mite, they drop the leaves, and they just don't seem to recover. For me, that is. But as I say, I've got the two Zara lemon cuttings from London, and that lady's managed to keep hers alive for the past 30 years. So, I don't think I'll be around that long, but nice to see, you know, if you can grow citrus from seed, get a nice looking plant out of it. Yeah, so until I get my new light, these will be here, squeezed in with all my other plants. There's my main jackfruit that's not even 2 years old yet. It's got a decent thickness on the stem. It must be at least, I'd say, 3 feet tall now. Yeah, so you can see all my other plants squeezed in there. Soursop, beetle leaf vine, mango, Atamoya, Egyptian guava. Got my mangoes here. This mango's dropped a lot of leaves, but it started to put out these new ones. So I'm hopeful can keep it alive. Now that cold weather's set in, they won't be going back outside. Not till warm weather appears. And then I've got my variegated guava there with a little fruit on it. Yeah, so I have done some more videos of my plants outside. On Monday, it's Wednesday today, on Monday I was outside. Temperatures had dropped early hours of the, well, late night, early hours, 5 o'clock in the morning to 1 degree. And I was outside at 8 scraping ice off my car. So, yeah, I sort of panicked a little bit then, thinking, well, how are the other plants in the back garden doing? I got cardamom in there, I've got Piper nigrum, my Musa sycamensis, and the large taro are the delicates, what I would say, plants that shouldn't be outside in the cold. So I don't know if any damage has been done, but I did film them. I will upload that maybe the next day or so. And also my pomegranates, my Bangladeshi pomegranates are outside. They're on my porch area. And I did film those as well to see how they had fared. So yeah, it's still a bit topsy-turvy in my household, and yeah, can't really sort of relax really around my plants. You know, it's just worried about whether the ones outside are going to be damaged due to the sudden cold spell. I don't know if it's going to get any even colder in the next week or so. I'm hoping not, and that the plants will be okay outside for a little bit longer. So, folks, I've been enjoying watching everyone else's videos. I noticed lots of people are buying pomegranates, and people have got pomegranates fruiting on their trees. And I was actually looking at pomegranate plants myself, see if I could get a particular variety. Problem is, when you look at these online, it doesn't really tell you if the plant's got fruit on it or not. Usually the ones that are very expensive are the ones that are likely to be in fruiting mode, you know. So you're paying about 80 quid. I bought one from Jurassic Plants, oh gosh, was that 3 years ago? And that came as a tiny plant. It's bushed out now, but it's not flowered or fruited. So anyway, that's enough from me today. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.